There is never going to be our audio, but you will hear background noise. On this episode, we'll gather wood and then make a proper house on this big giant lobe of nether rock. I'm in the Temple of Notch. And see you guys later. It's not gonna be no audio noise. You're not gonna hear background noise with the TV. Bye.
Johnson scores. Melky around second. He'll stop. Content with an RBI double. And with 2 outs, that's a big swing. Up to 2.
My goodness.
Melky Cabrera's second hit of the afternoon. He's 2 for 3. And he too will give way to a pinch runner. Oh, this is a good swing right here. He stays on it. That's not a bad pitch. Oftentimes you hear people talk, well, every hit is a mistake. That wasn't a mistake. Cabrera did a good job of staying
Notch.
Hit it off the warning track. One hops the wall in deep center field.
Wanna go inside?
He finishes up his afternoon 2 for 3 with an RBI.
And Kenny Wilson, the speedster, right out of Tampa here, will run for Melky at second base. Blue Jays looking for
He's
another
crying.
Deanna Navarro trying to accommodate. He's 1 for 2. And a lineup for that 1 out. Drop ball to the right side and bobbled by the Yankees second baseman. No play at first, throws to third, diving back in. Is Wilson reading that well with help from his coach Luis Rivera as they bump Knuckles at third.
They get right there in that situation. Rivera's command to the base runner is stay right here. And with 2 outs, Kenny Wilson
Temple of Notch.
going around the base, and Navarro, ball hit off the end of the bat. The second baseman gets to the edge of the grass. He knows he didn't have a play at first, but he heads up, makes a play to third base, but Wilson is able to slide in safely ahead of the throw.
Now, it's only spring training, but right there you see how much they miss Robinson Cano, because for me, even the way that ball was dropped, Cano would still have gone to first base.
Let me one back.
I think might have had a chance to have the inning.
Yeah. Tomorrow, you got to know who's running, and certainly the catcher. Now, Kevin Nolan takes over as the pinch runner at first.
And Anthony up here takes it low. So there's Kevin representing the tying run here in this one. Just in the 6th inning. Goes at the plate, is struck out and grounded out. Now ball by the mound. The shortstop charges short out from the infield grass. Hurry through to get Ghost, and the inning is over. So the Yankees see the Blue Jays score a run on 3 base hits, but they still got a 2-run lead. Here in Dunedin, Florida. Beautiful day.
Aerodynamics. It drives our design philosophy. We call it fluidic sculpture. Beauty with purpose. The Hyundai Elantra was shaped by the wind to maximize fuel efficiency. At Hyundai, we challenge everything, even physics. It's why we challenged ourselves to make this commercial aerodynamic. The 2014 Elantra from Hyundai.
I take care of everything at my flower shop. I handle arrangements, deliveries, I'm even the cashier. Square makes everything a little easier. I can take credit cards right on my phone. The card reader is free, it's easy to use, plus it's only 2.75% per swipe. I'm not paying any hidden fees or reading confusing bills, and I'm selling more bouquets than ever.
Start accepting credit cards today. Get your free card reader at square.ca.
to Dunedin, Florida. Blue Jays trail 4-2. New pitcher for the Jays is the left-hander Aaron Luke, but Cecil had a good inning of work, struck out the side, stranded a pair. Now it'll be over to Luke as the Blue Jays are set for the top of the seventh. We are pleased to be joined now by the Blue Jays right fielder, Jose Bautista. Jose, another good day at the plate. Assess how you feel so far.
I feel great. You know, any day that you can contribute to some team runs in any way you can, I think it's a good day. So I'm excited, ready to get going, and I feel great.
Jose, talk about the difference from last year when you and so many others left for the World Baseball Classic as opposed to now when you know you're all together.
I didn't leave last year, but other guys did. So it's a much better feeling knowing that everybody can work together, feed off of each other, get to know each other a little better. And obviously it doesn't hurt that we've already played one full year all together. You know, a lot of injuries last year, so we didn't get to enjoy the full lineup on the field all the time. But hopefully we're looking at any way possible that we can to change that, and we can all play together.
And the fly ball to right. Kevin Millar is in right field, plays it very well, makes a strong throw, but it's not going to be in time at second. Let's go back and look at the home run that you hit in the first inning, Jose. Your second
I
home run
broke
of the
that
spring.
right
And
there.
boy, it looks like you're just about mid-season.
Trapped inside.
Not quite yet, you know. I'm trying to swing strikes and lay off the pitches out of the zone, and I managed to work myself to a full count and got a little slider and cutter up in the zone, so I was able to take advantage.
Let me ask you this now. You are a self-taught hitter. You really know yourself very well. You study pitchers. You know everybody in the league. How does a guy that's established like you begin a relationship with a new hitting coach like Kevin Seitzer?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm self-taught. You know, I've learned a lot from a lot of coaches down the line, even from my Little League coach up to, you know, Chad Mottola last year. But getting to know Kevin is going to be a treat for me. You know, he's going to bring new elements and new ways to prepare to my preparation that are hopefully going to make me a better player. So I'm looking forward to that.
One thing you touched upon when you first joined us was having a good at-bat, contributing to a winning effort. Kevin Seitzer passed along that message in his long meeting with you hitters. How has that differed from what you've heard in the past, if at all?
It's not much different, but maybe he has expressed a little more stress on it. You know, those close games where we can grind out a bat to make the pitcher work and figure out a way to just get on base and not necessarily go for the extra base hit and kind of manufacture runs when we need to. You know, over the long haul, I think that works out to the team's advantage if you can figure out how to do those things, especially when you have a good pitching squad and play good defense.
Jose, you yourself have been on record as saying you like this team. We're going to take a look at this base here. The throw to the plate is a good, strong one. Another good example of fundamentals working very well. Kenny Wilson with a nice throw. But you have talked about this team, and everybody questioned, well, how come we didn't make any moves? You yourself said if we get everybody healthy on the field, this team is good enough to contend in the East, and today's lineup reflects that. How confident are you that this lineup can put up the numbers that can push you guys back into contention?
We're extremely confident. You know, at 1 through 9, I think we can all grind out at bats and have good quality at bats. You know, the most, I guess, inexperienced guy would be Goins, and whatever he can bring on to this team with his defense, and you know, he doesn't make a lot of big mistakes, so he's not going to hurt us in that sense. So he's going to improve as a hitter and hopefully contribute on the offense as well. But everybody else, you know, we've been around the league. It's not our first rodeo, and hopefully we can just come out and execute, and there's no question marks. What if this guy can do this? What if this guy might do that? It's just go out there, compete, have fun, and try to beat the other team.
Jose, congratulations on a good day at the plate. Thank you so much for your time today.
No problem. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. That's Jose Bautista, who hit his second home run of the spring here this afternoon. And, boy, it's good to hear he feels good. But also I like the fact that he is, along with a lot of other Blue Jays, feel confident this team's got what it takes to contend, at least from the offensive side of it.
Yes, and remember, we always talk about offense when he doesn't play. He's a possible Gold Glove winner in right field, too, and that's where the Blue Jays need some help defensively, and he's one of the marquee defensive players in the game.
There's a ground ball to second, bobbled by Goins. He recovers in time to Throw out Joseph at first as Garcia comes in from third to score. The Yankees have regained their 3-run cushion. It's now 5-2. New York.
1-2 already.
Well, this infield has, even in batting practice, created some bad hops. Moises Sierra today at first almost got hit in the head. A couple of days ago, Meiser's tourist did. And I think there, too, that ball took a tricky hop off the glove of Goins.
Francisco Garcia is the pinch hitter. He's the catcher that will come into this ball game. Yankees making many changes. Garcia is a switch hitter. There are his numbers from a year ago between A ball and double A. He bounces this ball towards second, going flips to first. Dan Johnson is the first baseman. He ended the game as a pinch runner for Edwin Encarnacion. Aaron Loop in his first inning of work has given up a run so far. Another hard hit ball blown by Kawasaki. Throw in time. Munenori Kawasaki just saved the Blue Jays a run as he goes deep into the hole. He's been doing it ever since he's put the Jays uniform on. Yankees with a 5-2 lead.
When you need emergency cash, come to Money Market. Right now, you can borrow your first $200 interest-free.
With every stay at Hampton, enjoy our free hot breakfast options.
Did a great job. It looks good.
Then fuel up with up to 9,000 Honors bonus points on a long weekend stay. Make every stay more rewarding and feel the Hamptonality.
You can sometimes plan for life surprises. Other times, life surprises you. You like to get away, if only for a moment or two. You have a strong sense of tradition, yet want to stay current and help keep your loved ones safe. We know all this because more Canadians have put a Ford in their driveway than any other automotive company 4 years running.
Barbecue pulled pork is back at Subway restaurants. A hot $5 6-inch with a smoky sweet sauce on freshly baked bread. Hurry in for the $5 barbecue pulled pork sandwich at Subway. Eat fresh.
When you need emergency cash, come to Money Market. Right now, you can borrow your first $200 interest-free.
Back in Dunedin, the Yankees had a run in the top half of the seventh inning. They've taken a 5-2 lead, and it might have been 2 runs had it not been for the fine defensive play by the shortstop, Munenori Kawasaki.
Well, just to get to the ball was one thing, and then with good footwork, brace throw, and the stretch by Dan Johnson at the other end. That's how you do it.
Saved Aaron Loop, his second run of the inning as Munenori goes deep into the hole. And you're right, we talked about the footwork, and Munenori kept his feet moving and got up and moved through a strike across the diamond to end the inning.
Well, here's some interesting information about Munenori Kawasaki. I was with him today. He was standing next to me and Moises Sierra. They started to play Ring of Fire from Johnny Cash. So Mooney says, "What song is that?" And I said, "Ring of Fire." And he said, "Oh, I love Dominican salsa." And Sierra broke up laughing. See, Mooney's cunning. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Exactly. And he's a great part of this team. Certainly brings a lot of personality to this ball club. Be interesting to see if they can afford to carry him on the 25-man roster.
Well, when you talk about the chemistry of a ball club and what you contribute off the bench and having someone there with a team concept, it's Munenori Kawasaki.
He makes everybody better. There's no doubt about that. We saw it last year. And it'd be interesting to see where the numbers fall whether or not they can take him on their roster. Bruce Billings from San Diego pitched at San Diego State University. Signed as a minor league free agent last December. Originally picked by the Colorado Rockies in 2007. Made it to the big leagues for a cup of coffee in 2011. Got a game under his belt, 2 innings with the Rockies, and then moved to Oakland. Pitched in 3 games with the A's. That's the only big league experience he's had. Bouncing ball, easy hop for Joseph at second, and Ryan Goins is thrown out. 1 down.
And to answer your question, Buck, if the starters can end spring training ready to go 7 and be stretched out and be effective, that means John Gibbons then could maybe carry 1 less man in the bullpen and carry 1 more player.
Well, you figure they're going to carry 2 catchers, and the infield situation is such that the regulars are going to play every day. I mean, if Ryan Goins ends up being the everyday second baseman, you expect him to play. Kawasaki would then fit the bill as the utility player. But you're going to hear the crowd breaking out in the Kawasaki chants, and that was consistent whenever he made his appearance at Rogers Center.
Stole 7 out of 8 bases, good bunter, game-winning hit off Baltimore. Such a contributor.
Well, he reminds everybody how much fun it is to play baseball.
Roy Campanella had the greatest line. You have to have a little boy in you to play this game, and that is Munenori.
Bouncing ball off the plate. Billings waits on it. Has plenty of time, and Kawasaki's retired. Shoot out. So it'll be interesting. I know John Gibbons is a big fan of Munenori Kawasaki, not only for what he does on the field, but for how he keeps everybody loose, keeps everybody focused on winning the game and playing the game.
Thought last year was a perfect scenario for Munenori. The year before, he had wanted to come over and play with his friend Ichiro Suzuki, and he did with the Mariners. Then Suzuki was sent to the Yankees. And last year, when Ichiro had his 4,000th hit, Munenori was playing second base at Yankee Stadium for the Blue Jays and got to see that firsthand. 4,000 hits combined, of course, what he's done here and in Japan.
Adam Lynn getting his 3rd at bat in the DH spot.
And what did Munenori do? The deep bow to his compatriot there from Japan.
To pay homage to the great Ichiro, who is an icon not only in New York and in Seattle, but also across the Pacific in Japan, of course. Then waits back on that breaking ball, lifts it high and deep to left, giving chase, and not making the grab is Ellis Wheeler, who's come in defensively. Wheeler just drifted on that ball, and Lynn gave it a ride. The wind is now blowing out to left field, and that ball kept going and going and going. Wheeler entered the ball game as a defensive replacement in left field and just couldn't track that ball down. Ball carrying, slicing away from the left fielder off the bat of the left-handed hitting Lynn, and he could never catch up to it. So Lynn's day is done. He ends up 1 for 3 with a double. Good way to finish.
Steve Tollefson picks him up at second base.
Tollefson into the ball game as the pinch runner. Kevin Pillar took over for Jose Bautista in right field. This is his first at bat of the afternoon. Pillar gets jammed on this, the lazy fly ball into center field. Richardson makes the grab. The inning is over. We'll go to the 8th inning. The Blue Jays are down by 3. Yankees lead at 5-2. This is the Sportsnet Radio and Television Network, brought to you by Home Hardware.
Up here, only Chevy Silverado has a 160,000-kilometer warranty. 60,000 more than the competition. That's 10 trips from coast to coast. Because if you're going to talk tough, or say you've got guts, you should back it up with the best coverage in Canada. And right now, get lease and finance rates